Hi guys. So, in the middle of Colorado right now, and wanted to share a few things with you. One of them being this. What do we think when you're honestly, really, truly thinking about life the way it is right now? What do you think is something that's like super, super important? What do you think is something that's specifically important to you as an individual? For me, something that's always been important to me as an individual would be this. We spend a lot of time in today's world focused on this idea of gaining, and keeping respect. I'm sorry about this. Holy cow. This is not the greatest way to do something, but I really don't care because I need to do it. Okay. Now that I'm on solid ground again. Okay. So, it's about what we think is the greatest possible way to give, to gain, and to get respect. And to keep it once we have it. Well, here's the deal about that I've realized over a certain point in time. Purely on an emotional level, people have all sorts of insecurities, all sorts of things they're worried about. And we live in a generation as millennials, and we live in a world today that is designed on an emotional level to attack any self-confidence we might have. Attack the way that we see ourselves. Attack who we are as people. And that's purely an emotional thing, as everyone knows. Sorry about the dogs. I didn't expect those. It's purely an emotional thing at this point. So, what do we feel or think about this? What I think about this, truly and honestly, is that because of the way the world is And because it's designed to attack our vulnerabilities, our safety net, and anything that can possibly make us feel good about ourselves, because we live in a world that's designed that way, the best way for you to get or to gain respect from any person, potentate, or nation, city, small town, the best way for you to gain respect, even from certain individuals, is to do one thing. That one thing is to give that respect. And I'm not saying this is an easy concept, because it's not. If you're like me and you grew up in a small town, middle class neighborhood, not a whole lot of fanfare, it's usually quiet, and people are paying attention to their own lives and families a hell of a lot more than they're paying attention to you, if that's the way you grew up or you resonate with that on some level, then you need to become the kind of person that gives respect to others, even when you think, okay, maybe that's not the best idea because maybe I don't trust that person enough to give them my respect. And do I understand that? Yes, of course I do. It's the most valid point in the world. It's a point that I've made to myself and others a million times, that respect goes along with trust, and trust has to be earned, and I feel like respect has to be earned too. But because, again, of the way the world we live in today, and the quality of that world, the best way to get that respect, to gain that respect, and not just gain it, but keep it, is to give it to other people, even when you think they might be undeserving. And stay loyal. If you give it out even when someone doesn't expect you to do so, and you stay loyal to them over long periods of time, years and years, you can get what you want from a situation. You can gain their respect, and you can hold it, and you can keep it. But you have to be willing to do the inner work. You have to be willing to heal yourself. And not just heal yourself, but try to heal others who may or may not be damaged, or at least feel damaged on the inside, feel broken on the inside. You have to be willing to really, truly understand what it is you're doing and why is you're doing it. And you have to be willing